All right. All right.
Howdy.
I am doing pretty good. I like the suit.
Thanks. Yeah,
Where is that? Is that in the new store? Like, what's up?
Yeah. Well, it's I think it's one of the newer paywall
Paywalls?
suits. Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah, you can tell by the thread count. It's crazy.
Yeah. No, I mean they're kind of nice. Figured I would dress up a bit today for the cell reps.
So,
Lots been going on apparently. Well, we talked yesterday. You told me to check out the article that Moose had written up, and I listened to the, I guess, press conference that you had the other day. And I mean, I'll say I'm not surprised by by Angel's actions.
I'm curious to hear the why behind that before I, add to it.
It just feels like look, I haven't had a lot of personal interactions with Angel, but I have had a few court cases that she's presided over, and my impression so far has been that she strikes me as someone who never thinks they're wrong, can't take an ounce of criticism, and if you do try to push back, some people can take criticism constructively, right, to better themselves. Others get extremely offended by it, and literally take it as an insult, or an assassination of their character. And so that's the vibe I've always gotten. And it's just I don't know.
Yes. And that's exactly how myself, Michael, others in my cabinet have felt very early on. And so we've been handling things with, like gloves, like children's gloves, pretty much.
Yeah. Yes.
Because we knew ultimately we still have to work with her, right? So even if we're not comfortable with the way these conversations tend to go, like, what are you going to do about it, right?
Yeah.
And we've had a number of, look, we've had this issue for a minute, and we just didn't have any really formal recourse, and we're just like, okay, maybe it'll get better, right?
Right.
Whether it's the obsessant nature of the way that we're, in her mind, forced to write things, it's her way or the highway.
Yeah.
Whether it's her, I mean, she's gone as far as saying, like, you got your MDT out?
Yeah, I have it.
Like, go scroll down, and this is no blotch at Andy. I actually think she drove a bigger wedge between us at this stage. Okay. But, like, I want you to go and click one of these pieces of legislation. Like, any one of them.
You talking about the Blaine County legislation?
Yeah, any single one of them.
Yeah, yep.
They're like stop at red type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
yeah,
so this fucking bozo that's a judge will, like, draw comparisons between that and things like MOPEC and stuff. And it's just like, you can't be this stupid, right? I'm assuming you're not that stupid. You're just being like a motherfucker about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why isn't it like that? Well, because you can't. You're asking, why is your car blueprints not as simplified as a bike? Like, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. It's been a minute, right? And Michael almost popped off at a last meeting where I don't even remember what the topic was, but it was there was no debate. It was just the insistence of, it's like this, but I'm not going to tell you why, because the moment you say why, the other person can counter. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
so it's the refusal to explain the logic, right? The refusal to explain why a decision was made, where it is baked in, how it is this, how it is that. When there's no answers to those questions, then inherently, what's the conclusion? The conclusion is that you don't know why.
Yeah.
That it's not baked in legislation. That you don't actually have a, but whatever. And then you heard what happened, right? 2 nights ago. And that's when I just kind of popped. And I'm just like, fuck this bullshit.
So what happened there? She told you that you could.
I'll give you the series of events.
Yeah. Okay.
It went from. Hold on one second, Michael.
No problem.
Hey, she's crying and hyperventilating in the back at Senior Buns and says she works there now, and she's like filling her mouth with, I don't know, like 1,000 French fries.
Good.
Yeah, it's getting really fucked up. I told her it was real. And I said, like, this isn't like an Archie type situation. He's fucking pissed, So it's I believe the saying is like 07 Tilly. She's freaking the fuck out.
Okay. All right.
Do you want me to film it? Because I can film it if you want
yeah.
to.
Give me, yeah.
I got you.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So, I was at the LSPD meeting. I'm gonna try to TLDR it.
Yeah.
But feel free to deep dive. I was at the LSPD meeting. Me and Mike overheard screaming, and it sounded pretty bad. But we couldn't hear it because doors are closed or whatever. Went in the lobby, heard Angel walks out, and she screams, "If you try to do that shit, I'm gonna or something, I'm gonna file an injunction for something." We're just, holy fuck, what the fuck happened? So I then ask Peter's afterwards, like, yo, is everything good? And the first thing I noticed, there was fucking 10 cops in the lobby where this happened. And I'm like, number one, I'm like, how are you having this conversation that's heated in the middle of that's fucking toxic. I don't know. You know what I mean? You're the fucking judge and you're talking to an assistant chief and you're having this heated debate in the right outside the fucking meeting room. It's just antithesis of a professional. The second thing is yo, what happened? You know what I mean? Is shit good? Right. And the unity of those officers stated to me that what had happened was there was some people that were facing 800 months. They thought it was fucking ridiculous for a couple cops getting shot, and but we're gonna bring it down to 200 months. But they decided on 500, and that a marshal heard about it, told Angel. Angel came down and said cops can no longer negotiate, can no longer have discretion on finding time. She then had an argument when Tyler's like, what do you mean? It's always been like this. As I know, it's always been that way.
Yeah, always been that way.
And he's like, where is this coming from? Why all of a sudden? Why does it happen to be Tyler again? One of her handful of targets, right?
Yeah.
Tyler did it? Oh, there you go. You know what I'm saying? It's always the same, targets, right? It's always the same who's doing it right. And it's always the same targets. All of a sudden he does this, something that people have been doing for God knows what. And now it's a problem. You come down and you say this shit and you don't even have hey, we need to discuss this. No, let's fucking go and fucking cause a scene. Right. So Tyler goes, where, he's yes, where does it say it in legislation? And that's effectively where she lost her mind. And this is the same shit that I've seen many times before, including 2 days ago, where it's you're asking for evidence, for proof, or where the basis of where this decision is coming from, And it's like sort of the reaction of a child when they just don't know, and so their only answer is to react.
Yep.
And
Yep.
and so, but even at that moment, after hearing all this and knowing like all these cops are standing there and saying the same thing, I still went in it with like, okay, well, maybe there's another side to it. You know what I mean? I tried to reserve judgment. Didn't say anything. Didn't even respond to it, really. In fact, I tabled it. I'm like, this is a their thing.
Yeah.
What happened was that that's when I saw on Twitter, Miguel O'Marion is tweeting out that Judge Angel paused all this. She then replies, the mayors have the ability to change fine in time. I want you to keep that in mind.
Okay.
She then later, after more people like, what the fuck, says, we're actually fixing this problem by putting in new legislation that lets them do it. Now, that's what you call fucking backtracking when blowback hits. No. And you know how I know this? Because none of that was mentioned to Peters and company. Because let me ask you, if that was your plan all along, why would you not enter that conversation saying, hey, this is not how we want it to be, but we're putting in new legislation? Why would you come at it from, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't pass the sniff test, right?
Yeah.
You would start with that. Like, hey, there's a hole here. We're going to do this to fix it. No. Fuck that. So, that's when I'm like, holy fucking shit, what is happening? I now have to do something because now my voters know and I'm the fucking mayor. So I say, I'm going to look into it. I put it on Twitter. So then I go and call her to get her side of things. What's happening? Right? No judgment made yet. In the back of my mind, I've got suspicions, right? But no judgment. I haven't told anyone. I'm sitting with Vic. I didn't even really say much to him about it. Kind of just like, I mean, I did. We talked a little bit about it, but it wasn't like, I wasn't out there just like, yo, fuck this person, fuck that person, you know, all the things I could have done. So I tried to get this side of it, and the TLDR was, she stated, to summarize a fucking pointless conversation, is that was never supposed to be the thing since the new Constitution came out, that me and Andy have control of the sliders. When I challenged her, why are you throwing me out on the bus, right? You did all this dumb shit, and now you're pointing the finger at me and Andy having control of it? I challenged her on this. I confirmed at the mayor's office that I only have control of one slider. She says that I control the fines, Andy controls the other one, which inherently, explicitly is clear that I control state fines, Andy controls state times, right? I then tell her, the conversation also went into, I asked her point blank, why is this an issue today all of a sudden? She can't muster at all like a statement. She can't back her shit. And so I just ask her point blank, so you're telling me that even the last 2 months that cops haven't been negotiating these things? Because they must be. And are you also telling me that they've been doing that what they've been doing is illegal the last 2 months? She only eventually, after me pressing for the most obvious reason of what is the legal position here that you're arguing, finally states, yes, it was illegal, but I don't want to say it because don't want to go back and have to like retroactively rule on that, which isn't even the case, right?
Yeah.
That's still her discretion to do it or not. And if she does rule that, it does open up a bunch of implications, which once again is now pointing at the fact that it's like someone just waking up and deciding this is bad. And I'm going to say it's illegal and everyone should have known better. When no, you just fucking pop this out of your ass one day. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because otherwise you would be able to answer the most basic, how did you come to this conclusion? Right? You don't work backwards. So the slider conversation happens. I'm like, listen, I know you think we have control of this, but I was told by Soze, I was in there with him when he was showing me some of the shit.
Right.
told me that I don't think these things work, or we're not supposed to touch it. I genuinely don't remember exactly what that conversation was. It was 2 months ago. But since then, I didn't touch shit, and I imagine Andy didn't touch that either. You know what I mean? We just left it. You know, what is, what is.
Yeah.
And so when I said that, she said, I do have control. I can change it. It is in my purview. I asked her 4 times, are you sure? I'm afraid of touching it. Should we ask the state first? Are you sure we shouldn't find out what's up and what's down first? And it ended with that, no, you can do it. And if any heat comes from it, I'll handle it. Like it's on me. So I bring it down to 50%. I put out a state announcement. Let's get rid of some of the upheaval, right? Which, if anything, takes some of the flack off of her. And makes, like, you know, all the fucking people that are fucking triggered right now, it's going to relax them a little bit.
Right.
I put it out. Next thing you know, this bozo fucking gives me a call. And she's like, I need you to turn it back. I didn't know it was for the entire state. And I'm like, bruh, what do you mean? Like, what the fuck are you saying right now?
She confirmed it like multiple times.
Yes,
right? Like,
exactly. Unless, like, you're in fucking La La land. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you're talking about, like, oh, yeah, you know, we're, you know, I'm going to, you know, it's like you're out, you're talking about you're swimming, and then someone's like, oh, I didn't know you were wet. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, and I'm just like, now I've got this, like, drill going through my fucking head where I'm just like, what is happening right now? And, like, what is can you just be honest? Right?
Yeah.
But I'm still maintaining my cool. And I'm like, listen, I already turned it back. I literally just announced this. Are you fucking dumb? Like, I can't just go and say, hey, returned it back. My bad. Like, well, I'm not trying to get fucking murdered. You know what I mean?
Well, and then didn't she say that if there was anything,
you
any
fucking
fallout
did
from
this
that,
shit.
that
I'm not
she-
fixing your shit. You literally just told, yeah, exactly.
She would be responsible for anything that would go wrong.
Bro, because it was all bullshit coming out of her mouth the entire time, right? You don't go and renege on everything otherwise, right? You have a consistent fucking flow of thought.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, pretty much at this point, I'm like, fuck you, right? In my head. And he's like, can you turn back? I'm like, you know, we'll think about it. Oh, but yabba dabba do, something state. And I'm like, well, I've got this slider. She's got that. You should talk to Andy first. I'm like, yeah, I'll give her a call. He's like, well, I think you should turn it back now. I'm like, yeah, listen, I'll talk to her soon. Phone call ends, right? I'm not going to fucking turn it back now. I'll go talk to her and shit. We'll figure it out. But, like, I ain't going to fucking turn it back right now just because you got a bunch of heat on you for doing a bunch of dumb shit. I'm not letting, and not to mention trying to misdirect it our way, right? You're lucky. I'm lucky I saw that tweet. You know what I mean? Like,
So
I know
did
what
cops like call her and complain to her?
Well, here we
like-
go. Here's the juice. Yeah. It's a great question. So now all of a sudden this guy is tweeting out on Twitter, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he says, "Nice, Mayor made it so cop lives are worth one across." Right? So now it's reframed to cops are worth one across. Nino did it, right? Now, when this is about all fines, it's now reframed, right?
Yeah.
And whatever, people like cheering on Twitter. I'm like, man, that's actually low. I'm surprised. So I pop open my MDT. I'm looking through the fines, and now all of a sudden I notice, because first off, I noticed that the MDT got updated immediately. That was shocking. I didn't know it worked that good.
That quickly.
The second is I noticed that some of the charges were what they used to be before the slider change. So I'm like, bruh,
Let me
did these
guess.
get
It was,
updated?
and let me guess, it was the charges that had to do with martial equipment.
Yes.
Of course,
So
covering her own ass.
I get another call, and it's like, listen, I need you to turn it back. Cops are now complaining, saying they're worth one across. The exact phrase on Twitter.
Probably
Only
less,
like
but
10 minutes have passed. So where did all these cops, quote unquote, come from? Where did the exact phraseology come from? Right?
Yeah.
So, I'm like, there's a funeral for 4 cops After that, let's meet with the cops and talk through this, and then we'll move the slide. I'm not changing it back and taking on your fucking bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? I ain't taking, like, I don't owe taking heat off you. Right? I got my own fucking problems, many of which you created. Right? You being her. That I've already been dealing with your bullshit. I'm not taking on more of your bullshit. Right? Fucking funeral is going to be an hour. We'll meet. She says she can't attend. And then I ask, did you change the charges? She says yes. I'm like, can you turn them back after the meeting? If we decide to go bring it all the way back, the charges will be consistent. She says no.
Okay.
So like, I'm like, there's no working with you at this point. Like, you did some dumb shit. You made some, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is happening?
Yeah, it's just completely unchecked power.
So
her doing whatever she pleases.
That's what I tell her, you know, do you even use any fucking logic when you make decisions? Like, do you think through like what the fuck you're doing? Like, you know what I mean? And that's when she popped off, and you know, it ended. She yapped some fucking dumb shit about like good faith, and do you, like, you know, and I'm like, you're literally
good faith.
Yeah, I'm like, bruh, like, look in the fucking mirror. I don't think you know what that word means.
Yeah,
so
that's
I didn't even respond to that. I'm like, you literally just changed the
Christ.
charges and got outed. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
If you want to talk about good faith, like, then let's talk about all the pieces of legislation
I did tell
that
her
you
also,
amend.
was it DOJ drinking night tonight? Because like it was so wild, the entire series of conversation, that like I don't know. Like, it's like, you know, it was bad. Now get ready for this. She also told me during that phone call that if I didn't change it, she was gonna file an injunction. This is the second time. It's like she just fucking learned the word this week. You know, first with Peter's, now with me. That she's gonna file an injunction to allow the BCSO to double their fines.
That makes absolutely
So
no sense whatsoever.
it does. You know why? Because she's been like fucking Team Andy BCSO fucking cheerleader for like God knows how long up there. We've known this, by the way, right? And people have been saying we're fucking crazy. Like, writing's on the fucking wall, unless like, you know, you can't read English type shit, right? So now get you ready for this. A deputy or senior deputy is the one that called Miguel and Raul and leaked. That same one is likely the one that made the original complaint that caused her to make the phone call saying, can you turn it back? Because they were probably complaining. I didn't thought about this till afterwards, is when I reduce it by 50%, it fucks over BCSO budget. So why are they calling? Our budget's fucked, right? Because they've been transporting people up there. Number two, the tweet that was made up was sent by the same deputy. The same one she quoted in a 10-minute time span. The same reason she wants to double the fine, because it became, in her fucking mind, this fucking super soldier for fucking Blaine County, that, oh fuck, I just gave him the ability. I just said, okay, you can go do this thing that's going to indirectly fuck BCSO, when that wasn't even on my mind. It was, let's fucking throw people a fucking bone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, at the end of it, right, I sat back and I'm just like, this is fucking wild. So I went public with it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm done with not talking about this. And by the way, this is the same guy that's been coming at my ass for God knows how long. My fucking shit stain. So, so what am I doing next? Yeah, I'm making moves, but you know, we'll see where that goes. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, I've there's so many issues here. Have you seen the bootlegging charge recently?
yes, it's like 60K.
How that went from like $3,000. I'm rounding $3,000 to $50,000. I'm assuming that was a decision that was made unilaterally by Angel. On the logic question, I don't know that she actually thinks through the consequences of that, because think about someone who got picked up and hit with a bootlegging charge, right? And I put it on the docket. And let's say they're acquitted of that charge, they then get refunded $50,000. So I guess crime does actually pay. Like there's zero thought that goes behind.
Wait, say this again?
Let's just say, right? Like I have a client in the cells, and a few weeks ago when it was a $3,000 charge, right? We put it on docket, right? Time and fine. And then you know how court cases take. Fucking month later, we're finally getting to court. And the updated time and fine is there. There's the $50,000. If they reverse it, then doesn't my client then get refunded $50,000? Or roughly, you know?
Oh. Yeah, that's kind of the issue is we're dealing with the lack of logical consistency, and it's led to this. You want to hear another spicy one?
Yeah.
There was an announcement for the VAF, for the, the seized vehicles.
Right.
The statement was felons cannot attend the auction. When asked why, it's the courthouse. That doesn't matter. It's public.
Yeah.
You can't just, unless it's a hearing, right?
Right.
You can't just make shit up on the fly. And so I pointed out, pull up the Constitution. Wait. Oh.
Okay.
And I go, look at the rights and freedoms. How does this not violate at minimum right to dignity?
Yeah.
And the answer was, well, that's like letting felons own guns. And I'm like, that's not, this is a judge. This is their answer. It's like a felon owning guns, which, by the way, is explicitly in the Constitution.
Right.
So you get what I'm saying? Like, this is like, how do you,
no consistency here.
Like, do you know like how the order operates here? Like, it goes Constitution, which then comes state legislation, and then comes county legislation. That's how it works. Like, why are we like, you know what I mean? Like, how are we arguing this?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it seems like anytime something happens, she'll then slip in an amendment, won't communicate it to anyone, not even give a notice to the DOJ. Like, I'm having to advise people on legislation daily, and I go to find, like, I go and look, and then something's been updated. There's zero communication about that change to the DOJ by, I'm presuming it's Angel that's unilaterally making these decisions.
It is.
Not
you saw
following,
the article.
Yeah, and not following the actual, like, process that she was a part in establishing. And it's just,
that's the thing that's frustrating, brother. I want you to think about how much I've been, the county has been cucked over this boogeyman of me wanting power. Give me one example of, like, give me a sec. Hey, Patap.
yeah.
Nino, how you doing?
You need to wake up Kay. You needs to submit the Wu Chang shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll make sure
The
I
taxes are
let
due
him know.
today.
Yeah, I just paid taxes for everything.
Ask him if you can find out
Yes.
if he's okay with Potty taking it, because
Hardy?
otherwise, yeah, Wu Chang's gonna get cucked. Otherwise, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
All
With that.
Yep.
So I'll let him know. I was gonna say, I know I haven't been around, but with the business proposals, do you have anyone around right now that could look through a presentation or no?
No, it's got to be before Tsunami. Call Michael and set up a time.
Okay, sounds good. I'll give him a call.
Easy.
Okay.
All right, brother.
Perfect. Appreciate you, Nino.
Yep. Take care.
Bye.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
Yeah, man, it's been fucking tough, and it's been tough because concerns are misrepresented very quickly. Is the best way I can put it.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, how do people even go about holding her accountable? Because, like, I was talking
I'm not going to
with-
get too much into that, but we're making moves. So, right now there is a way, but I've spoken to a justice about it.
Okay.
So we'll
Yeah,
see what comes out of it. At the end of the day, right?
yeah.
There just needs to be some level of consistency, because otherwise, that's literally July 3rd was represented in Soze's court case, in which judges were not following the Constitution, and look at where we are now.
Yeah. No, it's like I was talking to Moose about this the other day, where again, unilaterally, Angel can make legislation just not following the process, and then if you want to contest that, you have to pay, you know, X amount of dollars to contest it. And then who looks at it? A justice that, you know, that she's...
You don't even know what the contest reason is.
Right.
Brother, it should be hearings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you have an issue with it? Like, even like you go to the thing, a judge sits there, both sides give their thing, and you have like a referendum. Like, you know what I mean? This whole like do it out of the city and send emails and like post it here, and then someone gives some random person a note, and then like no one knows why it happened. Like, what the fuck? Like, not like, you know what I mean? Like, it's there's words I would use what it feels like, but I'm not going to use them. But I think you know what I'm talking about. Hey, Siobhan.
Hey, quick question for you. Are there any subsidies for electricity right now, or are there none?
I have not touched anything since I got into office.
You know what's weird? I just wanted to bring this up to you, okay? I'm pretty sure because of how our payment systems work as far as merchant services and payment processing solutions go, I'm pretty sure that the tax rate that's you set or subsidies you set when it comes to properties run for the whole state. Because we pay for them in the city hall. You get what I'm saying?
That is above my pay grade, and I know things change without my
telling anybody.
Yeah, like G6 literally
No
doubled its pay without. I mean, it could be a mistake too. I have literally no idea.
No, the Fed just likes to do things without communicating anything.
I don't think there's subsidies for anything.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
that's what I thought. Because my power was like $700 a month, and I know Max had them turned up at some point because the power was only like $700, and now it's like $10,000. And I don't have washing machines. Okay, I go to a laundromat to do my laundry. I don't have a server. I'm not mining Bitcoin or anything. I just have normal life.
Wait.
In a normal house.
Those are per county. I know that for sure.
Are they? Because I'm not sure. Because I feel like, isn't it? It's a question that I would like to know the answer to, and I'm super willing to do testing with you if you ever want to test that out. Because I think it would be good to know.
That's like you talk to the construction.
Right. No, I know that. But I think that, it might be good to know for sure, like which way, how exactly the rates are being set, where and whatnot,
So I can tell you that the taxes are definitely being split.
Okay, for like properties?
For properties and everything. Yeah. I was told that with high confidence. Now, if something, my guess is, I would talk to Andy.
I will ask her and see if that's the case, like they match up or whatever, right? But it's not for I don't want this to be an issue or anything. I just I think it's just good information to know. You know what I mean? To answer people's questions.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't know if anyone else is having that issue. No one's come to me with it. I haven't seen anything about it. But, why is your property up north?
Yeah, it is. Sorry, I got like a frog in my throat.
I don't know. I hate to tell you, but they're not making a lot of money up there. So
I'm probably gonna have to fucking. I have to purchase.
I have had zero complaints. I have had zero complaints all day, and I've talked to a lot of crews. I probably have way more property in power bills.
Right. Probably way
for
more
example,
power bills.
I just talked to one of the biggest crypto guys in the city, and he just paid his taxes, and he didn't say anything.
Damn, was that Jason?
You know what I'm saying?
Just guessing. Jason Polam, throwing it out there, possibly, maybe, throwing it out there. That's all right.
It could be anybody. Yep.
All right, but they didn't complain, so I'm wondering.
I've talked to multiple crews today, so
All right.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I'm good news that nobody complained, right? But like, it's probably good to have the answer in case should that day come, rather than trying to scramble for it. I will communicate with Andy. I will find out what's
Yep.
going on there, and
Like I
next
said,
month
for
I may
me,
do some
this
testing, and I'll let you know.
Yeah, I always am going to divert to construction and not testing in the city because I didn't sign up to test things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that was
'Cause it
Max's
could be-
entire mayorship was fucking
Because
just
it
being the
could be a
fucking beta
bug.
tester.
What I'm
for
trying
the
to say is
Fed.
it could be a bug.
Right.
you know?
Right. Totally. And it could be something they have to fix.
Yeah. Exactly.
Totally. All right. Good to know. Right, but like, how do we know if there's a bug if we're not even sure where it's supposed to go? Right? Like, there's like so many things on that.
I just say, I mean, what I'm trying to say, Siobhan, is like, I try not to enter into those conversations because I rather just talk to the feds and be like, hey, does your system have a bug? How is it supposed to work? Can you take a look? You know what I mean? Because I feel like the moment you start...
That's less back and forth and less nonsense.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Totally. That makes perfect sense to me.
It's,
okay.
To me, it's like, I don't want to talk to people about what could be scuff, is what I'm trying to say.
Totally. 100%.
Yeah. All right. Easy.
All right. Well, thank you, Nino. I appreciate it.
Yep.
I'll keep you posted on whatever I find out.
Yep.
And you have an awesome day. I know we still need to connect on some other things.
100%.
I gotta finish some law stuff first, and then I will call you when I'm done with that.
Okay. Beautiful. All right, Siobhan.
Cool. Awesome. All right. Talk to you soon, Nino.
You take
Thank
care.
you.
Bye.
You too. Bye.
I guess she had like a huge power bill, and I'm like, oh shit. Hey, Ava.
Hey, quick question. Is Tilly fired?
She did a big no-no, so I haven't decided yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's
Michael-
working at Senior Buns.
Yeah, I know. This is her. She's trying to alter with the Sag farming. Michael has some info. I am in the middle of a meeting, but
Oh, no worries, no worries. I'll
Michael
call
can
him.
fill you in. Awesome.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
Eva.
Bye.
Take care. All right. Holy fuck.
Yeah, being mayor sounds like it fucking sucks.
It feels like I got like 10 dicks being shoved up my ass, like
You're just, like,
simultaneously.
Being babysitting just constantly.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind it. Like, you know.
Well, someone's gonna do it.
Yeah. Oh my God. If I don't know, my biggest problem. You want me to be honest about it?
Yeah.
I came into office to make it easier for the next mayor, and I discovered that whatever the fuck with whoever, running the show up top, which I don't know how the fuck anyone can be the mayor of Los Santos.
Yeah.
With the way certain things are, but I
Are
don't think it's
structured,
going to be
yeah.
like this forever. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I think my
the
biggest thing
way-
is sending up feedback, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
Feels like the DOJ has way too much unchecked power.
No,
Primarily,
it's, I think it's
justices,
one
like you-
person. It's
Yeah.
literally one person.
Yeah.
Adams isn't around. Bailey's been constructive. Problem is they don't have a lot of judges. But the thing is, a lot of it is, yes, there aren't enough judges, right? But
Right.
it also wouldn't necessarily be a problem if, what is it? We'd have someone like lopping as like Kim Jong-un II. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Judge,
So-
the fucking literal judge, jury, and executioner, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's frustrating. Everyone that I talk to on the streets too is frustrated. Obviously, I think what you did with trying to lower times and fines, it's what this city needs. I don't know how people don't understand how to read a fucking room and understand the current state of things, right? Like,
Oh,
the last thing we should be doing is increasing fines, even if people are making more doing certain things. Okay, why not focus on morale a little bit? I don't know.
So
and then, yeah,
I mean, let's not even talk about the fact that. Hey, Tyler.
Hey, did you get Trevette's legislation? that he has proposed? The border separation?
I did, yes.
Okay. I was just he asked me to check up on that. He didn't know if you were ready
I
yet,
don't
so.
know if it's gonna pass, but I'm focused on getting rid of Angel. So.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
Oh wait, you don't even know the T.
I don't. I'm about to take a couple of cadets out. God damn it.
What? You're gonna fucking dump them in the water?
No, I'm helping Avery. I'm helping shift two. Shift two.
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah, absolutely.
And put Tilly in cuffs and bring her to the resort.
Yeah, where is she?
She's working at Senior Buns eating.
Okay, yeah.
I fake fired her. She doesn't know that. But like, just be careful when you do it, just so you don't have like, someone turn it into some like hyper serious shit. I just want a scared straight program.
Okay, yep, sounds good.
All right, thank you.
I'll make it happen. Okay,
bye. All right. The first biggest thing that I think fucked over the county stuff is the mayors lost the ability and indirectly the police departments from having governance of their counties. And all of it was over hyper fear-mongering and sensitivity surrounding like the toll booths that I wanted to put up, which would have been like realistically nothing. And hell if we know if they would have ever even come through. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, oh my God, the world's going to end because of a toll booth. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, and unfortunately, that's at least my POV, right? Because I got a lot of blowback and there was just so much bullshit that came out of it that we're now in a position where governance doesn't really exist. You're kind of like a congressman for the county, right?
Yeah.
And so the desires of the people, which I think objectively was, it was the end goal, right? People feel like they have a say through their mayor to enact how they want their county to be, got taken away, right? If people wanted to make moonshine and, only civilians own businesses in Blaine, let them do it, right? And let the sheriff's office, police up there as they wanted. And how people wanted it down here, let the LSPD and the government down here handle it. That just went away like in 2 weeks. And a lot of it was over fear-mongering bullshit, And it's unfortunate because one of the greatest experiments in Los Santos history got thrown out. Despite the fact that at any point an impeachment could happen, but instead it was like, just cut everyone's fucking balls. And now you got, where we're at now? Let's talk to Mana. These motherfuckers got hit with a $500,000 fine for 12 cops put 12 cops down. They're dealing with fucking cops coming down there, and I witnessed it going to block after block hunting for drug dealers. Deep.
Yeah.
Going and picking them up, calling them this and calling them that, egging on shootings. You got Blaine County dealing with people down here in my jurisdiction, right, in my fucking county, and taunting them on Twitter. Like, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
It's like rolling into Compton and being like, yo, fuck the Crips. And then if they get checked with guns, it's like, oh, well, look at what the Crips did. It's fucking, ugh.
No, I mean, this is the thing that I have been complaining. This is part of the reason why I fucking shot Slacks. I've been complaining about this issue where it's, I get having just punishment for people that do crime, right? Like, I get it. Like, people, you do a crime, there should be time and punishment. I get it. But the issue has always been that, 800 months, $100,000, $200,000. And half the time, there's not even a judge available if you want to contest it. So you have to serve the whole time, pay the whole fine, wait a month to fucking contest something on the docket.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, cops are...
Welcome to my life. Nino.
Hey, Nino. It's Hunter. How's it going?
I'm doing good. Hunter EMS?
Yep.
How can I help you today?
Hey, I had if you had 2 seconds, I needed your opinion on something.
Yep, absolutely.
So I'm working on everything for that the Hunter's Lodge, that shooting range.
Yes.
Okay, I had a question because I was looking around at buildings and I don't know if a lot of what, like, I don't know if I could send pictures and say, hey, this is where I would like to move into, because I feel like I might need something a little bit bigger than some of the storefronts. I just wanted to get your opinion if I would, like, if I could send some pictures of maybe getting like a specific building.
Wait, what do you mean get a build? Oh, I can't give buildings. You have to buy them.
Oh no, I meant that, but it's like, you know how like you can find houses and stuff for sale?
Yep.
I don't know how big it would be. Like, I know because I would want it big enough for like a shooting range in the back and the storefront. I don't know anything in the city would be able to fit. That's why I wanted to ask you if you had any ideas.
No, you pretty much would have to buy a commercial property when it pops up, and those go up to $1 million, realistically.
Yeah.
I mean, some might be cheaper, but I would temper your expectations on size and work with what you got. But it's gonna have to be a commercial property.
Okay.
Yeah. You have like $250,000, $500,000.
Okay, yeah, I can work with that.
Okay.
I just put in a few overtime shifts.
Yeah, I mean that, and look to see if anyone's willing to rent. Like, I don't know why people aren't doing that.
Yeah, that is a valid point. I'll have to see who's got space available for lease.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, Hunter, I'm sorry, I'm in the middle of a meeting, but
oh yeah, no worries.
yeah,
I appreciate
that is my biggest suggestion, and what I've been telling people is find people willing to rent. There's probably bozos that haven't woken up for God knows how long. They might even lose their property once tax season's up. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, I'll be checking then. Thank you.
All right, easy. Talk to you soon. Bye. All right.
Yeah, but what I was saying is, you know, when it comes to criminals, right? Like,
sorry, Nino.
No, you're good. You're good.
Oh, I'm Shane Randall. I'm 21 years old from New York. I have braces in my teeth and I realize I'm ravioli with extra meat. I like sleeping suspended in midair. And I am the Zodiac Killer, Jane Randall.
You're Jane Randall?
Why did you fire Tilly?
Who?
Why did you fire Tilly?
Who's that?
You're next, Nino. You're next.
Wait. Tilly?
You're next. Yeah. Do you know who I am?
No.
I'm gonna fire you.
Okay.
You're next.
You're next.
You're next. Where are you?
I'm gonna fucking put a gun in your mouth.
Where are
All right.
you?
I'm not gonna pull the trigger. Instead, I'm gonna poke out a fucking knife, fillet you like a goddamn fish, but make sure that you stay the fuck alive. And, you know, then maybe I'm gonna think about feeding you to a dog.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mhm.
You wanna get married?
How old are you?
21.
I don't really believe in the construct of marriage.
It's a political marriage.
I don't believe in political marriages.
Motherfucker, you're in politics.
I
How do you
am
not
into
believe
politics,
in
but
political marriages?
because we don't live in
It's only the
fucking.
mayor
Because this
Uncle
isn't fucking
James.
fucking Game of Thrones. All right. This is
Okay.
like yeah.
Okay. Wait,
right.
hear me out. Hear me
Okay.
out. I have a job offer for you.
Okay.
I will make you the president.
I'm gonna consider it. Tilly's not fired either, by the way. Fake news.
Oh, Tilly, you're not fired.
Yeah.
He just said, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
He fired me.
Wait. Breathing is now illegal.
Well,
No,
breathing
no,
is
no.
now illegal.
Yeah. Breathing now is illegal. It is legal. Wait, hold on. Wait. I flew him in.
Well, I heard it here first. He's on the phone with me and said breathing is illegal.
Yeah. Yeah. So have James. Let the public know that I flew in James Randall.
Oh, wait. 1 second. Wait, what does fluid mean? I don't think I want to twat that out.
No, you
I
can.
don't
It
feel
doesn't.
like flying out.
No, say I flew it. Like you're not gonna fly out. All right. Let me call James. Let me call James.
Okay.
All right.
Hello, Mr. President.
Hey, what's going on?
I need to hold my breath so I don't get in trouble.
No, you're not gonna get in trouble. Breathing is legal.
What? But
Yep.
you said I'm so confused.
No, it's legal now. You changed my mind.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah. James, I'm glad you're back.
Oh, it's great. Thank you, Mr. President. My niece Jane is looking to either assassinate you or marry you. I'm not sure.
Can you tell Jane that I'm conflicted? She's conflicted.
Jane, you have an affliction. She's not wearing an affliction T-shirt, young man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh shit. All right. Well, anyways.
Jane, do you want to know where he is to assassinate him or to propose to him marriage style?
I don't get married, James.
Okay, she says it's just for a business meeting.
Okay, I'm actually in one right now with a justice. So
okay, at City Hall, we're on our way.
Okay, see you soon.
We have a police escort.
All right.
I think she's a police officer anyway.
Okay.
She's not, I'm not an escort.
Oh.
But we have a police officer.
Oh, what's his name?
Why you assume all women can be police?
They can.
Yeah.
You
did that?
I actually actually, I'm the first one to make a
You're the first female police officer?
No, Daisy is, and I put her in place. That's right.
Oh my god, I'm with her right now.
Daisy?
Yeah.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah. We're here at City Hall.
All right, I'll see you soon.
Okay.
Oh my god!
Officer.
Blinders! Blinders, help! Help! All right. Dragon, thank you for the 43 months.
Yeah, James.
Right.
No,
Sorry
he's
about that.
Good guy.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good. You're totally fine.
Yeah, it's Grismo, thank you for the 20 months. Yeah, you said about the tact with biggest thing is you need to know how to read the person. You know what I mean? Is how you talk to James, is how you talk to, a lawyer, how you talk to a cop. It's like, I don't know. It's yeah, going back to what we were saying, right? Like it's kind of so hyper fucked that I don't think you can legally there's no it's handcuffs.
Right.
But I did throw the mana a idea, which is if there is no resolution, right? Especially to this like cop killing shit, why not just like fucking docket test all of them?
Yeah. Overload?
Well, not only overload, you get even 2 of these getting seen, and it turns out that not enough evidence. Well, then it brings into question how they do it to begin with. The thing is, I don't want that to happen to begin with, because I think if I was a cop, I'd be fucking triggered. It's also not what the legal system, it's not what docket case, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's shit, because that's not, you know what I mean? It's fixing shit with shit.
Yeah.
It just, I don't know.
Yeah, what can you do? I think a lot of the frustration I've heard from people out in the city is, times, fines, they get hit instantly. There's no one around to hear their cases. But how did they get caught? Officer Ventura or Deputy Ventura fucking spam tased them, shot him through a door, arguably using excessive force, doesn't get in trouble. If they do get in trouble, it's a docket case, a civil suit. Months later, they get a dap or two, and then they go about their day. There's no balance at all.
Yeah. Oh. What's going on, Tilly?
I'm gonna just leave my keys on the desk.
There's no need.
It's all right, Mr. Nino. I'll leave my keys on
No.
the desk.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I appreciate it.
That way you never have to see me ever again.
Well, it doesn't matter because I've already moved.
What do you mean you moved?
I moved the entire cabinet.
What are you talking about?
That's right.
What do you mean you moved the entire cabinet? To where? It's been an hour.
To a new county.
What do you mean?
This is what you wanted, Tilly.
This is not what I wanted.
We're leaving.
What do you mean? I don't want to go to PCSO.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't want to go to Blake County.
No.
This isn't what I want.
You can have the office. Goodbye, Tilly.
Wait, for real?
All right. Sorry. So how? Wait, you lied to me. Who is this? Oh shit. Man, there's a lot of fucking phone calls at the last second.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh my god. Hey, man, Nino, how can I help you?
You lied to me.
Who is this?
You lied to me. It's your wife. I'm here at the
Wife?
city. And then at the city hall, you're not even here.
What do you mean?
Oh, where
I'm
are
literally
you?
not married.
Where are you?
Are you with Tilly?
Yeah.
Tilly hurt me today, and I decided that I'm gonna
will
take
take
the
care of
entire
her.
cabinet and we're going to a different country.
No, I will take it over for you. Don't worry.
Yeah, she
I
can
have my knife.
she can have the mayor's office.
I'm gonna stab her. And then I'm gonna become president.
Yeah, I'm leaving her everything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill her.
Okay. Well, all right. You take care. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I love you.
All right. Bye. All right. Okay, so normally I don't get this. Maybe I do. I don't really know. I feel like I'm surprised you're able to handle all this. Oh my God! Fuck! Nino Chavez.
Hello. James Random said he was going to assassinate the mayor, so maybe you should just be on watch.
Yeah, she also said that. Wait, which one? James or Jane? Because Jane said she
James.
wants me to marry her in a political marriage.
Well, apparently she's going to murder you.
Well, I think she's trying to murder Tilly. I was about to 911.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just trying to warn you. So, don't die.
holy fuck.
Well,
Is that, huh.
I think that's Tilly.
Oh. You see James Randall's? Jesus Christ.
Oh no. Actually, I wonder where. Well, hey, now the marshals have something to do.
Yeah, yeah, that's. Oh God.
Oh my God, this is actually perfect. Tilly may have just helped me. If. Oh my God, Tilly just helped me.